Victorian descent, 2 peak loops and a steep downhill. We're riding down to Central right here on Drone and Phone. Well, welcome to another Easy Bikes episode. I'm here with Rob and we're at the peak on a misty day. What are we doing today?
It's all about descent today. We're going to go down from the Peak Gardens here, head around Lugard Road, go around some of the neighbourhood and then head on down into central Hong Kong.
Should be a nice easy downhill all the way. Let's get going. In this series we're on a mission to seek out some of Hong Kong's easier bike routes. At first glance the city doesn't look too appealing for less ardent riders, but we've managed to find 10 family-friendly rides on the easy side. Join us as we explore the routes on shared bikes, rental bikes and our own 2 wheels. We start this episode at the viewing spot above Victoria Gardens on the peak. There are no share bikes or rental available here, so you'll need to bring your own bikes and get a lift up. On a clear day there are sweeping views over the south of Hong Kong Island and across the Llama Channel. Not for us though, as the clouds spoil the fun, so instead we pedal down, stopping briefly to enjoy the gardens. It's a short bike ride down Mount Austin Road to the 3-way junction outside the Peak Tower. Well, as you come to the bottom here, you have 2 choices. You can either go round to the right, which is what we're going to do along Harlech Road, or you can go round to the left with Lugard Road. We recommend going round to the right because you're going to get sweeping views as you come into Lugard Road rather than having them behind you. So, see the gallery behind us. We've just done a straight downhill and now we're off around the peak. It's a flat 3.5 kilometres around the peak, first taking Harlech Road and then remembering to switch to Lugard Road at the Pavilion. The road is quaint and easy to ride, just look out for pedestrians, of which there can be many. As you make the turn around the far west end of the road, the views open up. I don't know if you can see to my left here we have absolutely stunning views, which this bird seems to be enjoying as well. Right behind me, this is really one of the most spectacular views you're going to get in Hong Kong, and we've got it on a day, fortunately, where it's cleared up enough for us to be able to see the sweep of Victoria Harbour. In the summer months, look up before you set off, as the peak spends many a day in thick cloud, ruining the whole experience. We're lucky to have dipped just beneath the mist. Once round to the Peak Tower and Galleria, you'll find toilets and refreshments before setting off on the second loop. This time, we're doing a quick loop of Mount Kellet before heading down Peak Road. Well, we've now started the second part of our ride, which is around the housing area on the peak. We're going to go pretty well following the Peak Road. We're actually off Peak Road at the moment. We're doing a little diversion and then we're going to come back on Barker Road, which will bring us back to where we started again. So it'll be the second loop of the day and it'll bring us close to where we started from, and from there we'll start our descent down to Central. Whereas the first loop was relatively flat, it is here you'll get your workout with a few small hills to negotiate. The road can also be busy if you're cycling with children. We suggest taking Plantation Road for a shorter, safer loop back to the Old Peak Road. On this loop, I've got to say there are a few uphills to deal with, nothing too strenuous, but prepare for a bit more work than the previous section. Turning up Barker Road, take time to stop at the laybys to take in a different view over Central. It's also fascinating to see some of these Victorian mansions that still make up Hong Kong's most expensive property. Well, we're about to set off on the last part, which will be down Old Peak Road. You can see we're here at the Barker Road tram station, and from here it's a straight down all the way down to Central. So we're going to start that in a minute. Right, here we go. Built in the 1920s, the Old Peak Road remains the most direct way up or down. Fortunately, cars are no longer allowed on the road, making it a steep but vehicle-free descent. You can stop at the bottom at Hillsborough Court to get a lift, or choose, as we did, to keep pedalling down into Central. That's the end of this episode. Quite a short one, downhill most of the way. How was it for you, Rob?
Beautiful scenery. Love this time of year. It's all green and mossy, but yeah, really special.
It's actually a very good summer bike ride if you're looking for something in the summer. Now, if you're finding this for the first time, you're going to find all of our previous episodes nicely catalogued on our website at droneandphone.com and also on our YouTube channel. For now, my name's DJ,
Robbie,
and this is Drone and Phone. Pow.